The Genesis 6 narrative states that the Nephilim are on the earth in those days and also afterwards. If that's true, can we find evidence that corroborates this? I'm L.A. Marzulli. Join me as we go on the trail of a Nephilim. There is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail of a Nephilim. Today is April 25th. It's all interconnected, but I'm going to do a special two-parter. One is on these two revelations on the whole UFO phenomenon, which has come out over the weekend. So we'll get into that, but first, a word from our trusted sponsor. Collagen may do more than simply help turn back the clock on how your skin looks. The latest research suggests it may also assist with building muscle and losing fat when combined with exercise. Folks, I take it every day, which is why I highly recommend trying it out for yourself. It is designed to help combat some of the visible effects of aging, bring back a youthful glow, and support healthy weight management. It uses a groundbreaking formula that combines 5 critically important types of collagen in one easy-to-scoop mix. The amazing mixture I use is sourced from grass-fed, pasture-raised cattle, cage-free kitchens, and sustainable fish. Users of this non-GMO, gluten-free, and hormone-free protein powder rave about how it helped them improve how their skin, hair, and nails look and how their joints feel, while also helping with their weight management goals. The best part is it's tasteless and odorless, which means it'll go with your favorite drinks and recipes. Folks, check it out. I take it every day. Go to healthwithla.com. That's healthwithla.com. Use my link in the description box below to get 51% off my favorite collagen. Plus, be sure to use my link in the description because every purchase using that link gets free VIP live health and fitness coaching for life. You can't beat it, folks. Go to healthwithla.com. That's healthwithla.com. I'd like to thank all the folks at Calvary Church in Jupiter. It was an amazing weekend. It's still up on their YouTube site. I want to thank Pastor Dan, Pastor Cheryl. I mean, the teaching on Sunday morning by Pastor Dan, very Missler-esque, except it's got Dan's signature. He does a deep dive. If we were in that area, that's where I'd be going to church. I mean, it's that good. So hats off to him. I want to thank Steve and the sound crew. They did a beyond stellar job. Of course, TJ, Drew, Matthew, and then the folks. Friday night, the house was basically packed. Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, pretty much, I don't know, maybe 450 people. Lots of great folks. It was great to meet the folks and just kind of hang out and talk shop. And I just want to extend a shout out to Larry. I was not able to spend time with him. I kind of blew it there. Larry, please forgive me. We were trying to hook up, but happy birthday to you, sir. Anyway, let's get right into this. This is really, is it on the trail? No, it's a UFO update on Tuesday. And we'll get into that also on Wednesday because so much is going on. For what it's worth, today, it's actually, this is a pre-record, so I'm recording this on Monday, but Tucker Carlson has stepped down or parted ways with Fox News. So basically, in mainstream media, there are no conservative voices. Now you could say Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham. Okay, you can make a point there, but basically on any of the major networks, there's no one like Tucker at all, and this is a blow. And I just leave it at that. So the bottom line is my email completely blew up over the weekend. Mystery of 6 cows found dead with their tongues cut out by the Texas highway. What was interesting about this, we had just returned several weeks earlier from interviewing Chuck Zukowski. Now, Chuck has been involved in the cattle mutilation mystery literally for decades. And in our very first watchers, Chuck gave us film that we were able to use regarding the cattle mutilation. So Chuck, I just want to give you a shout out, and folks, UFOnut.com, UFOnut.com. But Chuck is really the tentpole, the mainstay of our film, number 6 in the series. And Gil Zimmerman and I flew out there along with the sound man for the who met us up there. But Gil and I were basically there. Gil is our cinematographer, co-editor, co-director, basically my new partner in all of this. And I just want to give him a shout out because I think the level, I think the films have gone up a couple of notches since Gil has joined us. And I just want to thank him for that. But I digress as usual. So here's the bottom line. Chuck has been talking about cattle mutilations and how there's a definite connection. This is not, let's tell you what it's not. It's not predators. Okay, it's not nothing to do with predators at all. It's not a satanic cult. So a cattle rancher, let's say, drives out in the field, looks at his cows, everybody's fine. Next morning he comes up, drives back out to the field. Maybe it's like noon or something, and the herd has moved away, and there's a dead cow laying there. All the blood has been completely drained from the carcass. There's no blood in it. The sex organs have been carved out with surgical precision. Sometimes the tongue has been excised, flesh around the jaw. And I realize some of you going, LA, this is like really grisly. What does this have to do with salvation? It has nothing to do with salvation. This is the deep end of the pool. Salvation is the starting line. When we come across the line and accept Jesus as our personal Savior, as our Lord, as the one who hung on that cross almost 2,000 years ago and paid the price, and that's where checkmate happens, at the cross. It's over, but not quite, because the enemy has been running roughshod over this planet for 2,000 years. But you know what? Many of us think that we're in the window of time where we're going to go up soon. I'll just leave it at that. So the bottom line is, you say, well, this has been going on for decades. Law enforcement has never brought anyone, not one person at all, to justice. There's never been a charge against anybody. And the ranchers say we see strange lights in the sky. Some people report discs, basically UAPs, UFOs in the sky over the ranch, weird lighting. The coyotes, who will eat anything, don't even get near it. Now, my neighbor, Greg, Greg H, we'll just call him that. He's building a house up here. So he's got workmen. He also got burned out by the fire. So he's over that way. And he's got, I think, an acre. We've got 2 acres, but who cares? But I don't really see him that often. I mean, he comes down the road, we wave, and we chit chat. Sometimes we'll go out for dinner, whatever. The bottom line is he's got workmen up there, and workmen are leaving the crumbs, bags of, maybe part of a burrito or a sandwich or whatever. It's just in the bag. Well, the coyotes are all over that place almost every night, scavenging. The point is this: the coyotes don't go anywhere near. The coyotes don't go anywhere near these carcasses. And it's been going on for decades. Are you aware that bovine blood, the blood from a cow, can be used in a human transfusion? It can be. Our film, which is number 6 in our UFO progression, is in post-production. The way things are going now, we really hope to have it out sometime in June. I think we can do it because we are in post. Everything has been recorded. We sat down with a cattle rancher, and that was just chilling. Absolutely chilling. The guy's lost, I think in 20 years, he's lost 16 cows. And we interviewed him on his ranch. So we're all over this. And you say, well, hey, why are they doing this? Bovine blood can be used in human transfusion. Now, this is conjecture on my part, but this is what I believe it is. Women who have been abducted by UFOs and find themselves pregnant, usually in the 3rd month, the first trimester, the end of the first trimester, the 3rd month, the women are taken again and the baby is removed from them. I believe these entities have a nefarious agenda. There is a breeding program. If you want to do a deep dive, watch number 4, which is on the abduction phenomena. 5 is on crop circles, but number 4 is on the ongoing abduction phenomena. And we sit down and talk to 4 people who have been taken. 2 of them are women. The babies were taken from them. So you say, well, okay, they take the child. He's only, he or she, that hybrid entity, because it is a hybrid, in my opinion, a modern day NEPHILIM. How do they incubate it? How does that fetus grow? Welcome to the cattle mutilations. Welcome to the parts of the cow which they have taken. They're always after the reproduction systems in the cattle, and this is exactly what happened out in Texas. The tongues are excised from the base. I mean, it's absolutely grisly and nefarious. And they drop it back in to the farmer's field because they can say, we can do this and you can't stop us. And you know what? They're right. They move with impunity. I discussed some of this at Calvary Church in Jupiter. The tapes are still up there if you want to do a deep dive. But the cattle mutilations are real. And these parts from the cattle are being used, get this now, to create artificial wombs. That's what they are. And I realized, LA, that's just unbelievable. Well, go back, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago? They're talking about creating they've already created artificial wombs, and now they want to start, producing human beings in artificial wombs. I'm not making this stuff up. It's happening, and it's happening now. And this is why we are on the trail of a Nephilim, because it all points back. This breeding program, these hybrid entities, and you should go back and watch some of our shows that talk about hybrids. It's unbelievable. They're here, they're walking amongst us. Cattle mutilations are not going to go away, and now it's become national news. Mystery, as 6 cows found dead with their tongues cut out by Texas highway, and guaranteed all the blood is drained from them. I will be in Missouri coming up, let me see, when is that? That's in June, I think it's June 19th. Not sure the date. Go on my website, lamarzulli.net. By the way, the Israel trip is completely filled up, I believe, at 45. You can put your name in anyway if you want to. We're keeping it to 1 bus, not 2, because I want to keep the tour intimate. And I'm still working on some of the itinerary, working with Lipkin Tours, because I really want to go to some far away, out of the places, off the beaten track, like we did last time at Tel Gezer. Anyway, folks, I'll be back here tomorrow with part 2 of our ongoing UFO series. This is from, of course, what the government is talking about. And again, this was front page on Fox News this morning, Monday morning. So I'll see you back here on Wednesday and we'll talk about it. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. And there is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why we are on the trail. What happened in antiquity is being revealed in modernity. What was written will come to pass. What was foretold is unfolding. It's happening. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. We'll see you right back here on Wednesday morning.